Last week, the story of a woman with stage 4 brain cancer who moved from California to Oregon in order to utilize our death with dignity law has gone viral. The subject is not an easy topic, and for one Central Oregon woman, it brings back a flood of personal memories. Samantha O'Connor has our special report tonight. Sam.
Alicia, Patty Rosen was the chief spokeswoman for the Death with Dignity Act ballot measure that became law back in 1994. The recent story out of Portland is a true testament to all of her hard work, but this day would not be possible without her heartbreaking journey with her terminally ill daughter.
This is the healthy Jody.
Patty Rosen's daughter was sick.
This is Jody 6 months before she died.
In 1985, Jody started to experience severe backaches. Doctor's appointments, medical tests, no clear diagnosis.
They all tell me I have a daughter who is a drug addict and I'm a naive mother.
Patty knew this was not true. Jody was deteriorating quickly, so Patty rushed her to San Diego. More appointments, more tests, and the results were earth-shattering.
When the doctor called me back, he was crying. And he said, "She doesn't have any bones left. You know, she has no bones left." And I thought...
Bone cancer, from her head to her toes. The 25-year-old would never leave her bed again.
She was never going to go into a restaurant that she loved to do. She was not going to go to a movie. She was not going to make love again. Her whole life was over.
Even at a young age, Jody's strength shined through.
She looked at me and said, "Well, you have to help me die."
A nurse practitioner, Patty was no stranger to suffering, but her battle to help the terminally ill had only just begun.
I stood at her bedside that last day and she said, "Cross your heart and promise me you will work for the rights of the terminally ill, because no mother should have to do this."
After she helped Jody die, Patty entered a state of shock.
And everyone knew I'd had her daughter die, but no one knew that I had assisted her death.
Patty kept her mouth shut for 7 years. Then it was time to honor her promise to Jody.
Always support death with a dignity. I've seen too much suffering.
The Oregonian published her letter highlighting the importance of death with dignity. Not long after, she became the chief spokeswoman for the ballot measure, which passed in 1994. To this day, she speaks about the importance of the law.
That, to me, was love.
Talking about her daughter's passing was impossible until recently.
Your whole life goes away. Your life is never, ever, ever the same.
Due to her medical background, Patty had access to the drugs to help end her daughter's suffering.
And it was like I was out of body.
When Jody died on October 30th, 1986, Patty had committed a felony. But because of her long silence and statute of limitations, she was free from criminal charges. Even with the risk of spending her life in prison, she knew she had to free Jody from her personal prison.
After I dosed her, so to speak, it took forever for her to stop breathing. And all that time, I'm thinking, please don't wake up. I could never do this again. Please don't wake up.
Jody's pain subsided with her last breath.
I climbed in bed with her and I took her in my arms and I said, "We did it, you're okay now."
But Patty's pain will never end.
The hardest part, Sam, is I was so alone with this whole thing. The only person who totally got it was Jody. And she was already on her way somewhere else without pain.
Patty tells me in her experience, the option of death with a dignity gives patients the ability to just relax and enjoy the rest of their lives. Oftentimes, they do die of natural causes. Live in News Control, Samantha O'Connor, News Channel 21.
Sam, thank you. A very inspiring story. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.